Islam, and welcome to the Student Guild. May Allah bless you, inshallah. First of all, I have to say I'm very proud of you and congratulations. Some of you I know personally, some of you I don't, and I would love to get to know you, inshallah. First, may Allah bless Sheikh Bilal Ismail and everybody that works for the Student Guild, all the volunteers that makes it, alhamdulillah, come true, which is something that is very dear to my heart, wallahi. So I'm looking at a very special and elite type of people, so I'm going to give you a very quick advice. We'll make it short and sweet. The first thing now that, alhamdulillah, that you're a seeker of knowledge, يطلاب العلم, I'll give you a small advice that some of my teachers have given me. You know, when you start reading, you start looking, you start acquiring this knowledge, you will go through three phases, as scholars will tell you. The first phase is arrogance, غرور. Because you read something, you learned something, now that you're going to get a certificate tonight, you know that once you have this under your belt, you'll feel a little bit of conceit, you know, that comes in as a human being. Then the second phase is actually humbleness, tawadu'. Because when you go through the phases and you think now that you know everything, I read this and I got this, I'm graduating or whatever it may be, then you go to the masjid expecting people to know that you've been through it, and you get asked some questions, and all of a sudden you go in the masjid with thinking that you have an S on your chest. You know, dun, go ahead, try me, ask me, I know everything now. I just got Bulugh al-Maram under my belt, you know, try me, man. I got Sheikh Bilal Ismail now as my tutor, alhamdulillah, I'm sealed, look at this, I have a piece of paper to prove that I am. Then they will ask you a question, you don't even know what the question means, let alone you don't know the answer. Then you go in the masjid looking like Superman, and you go outside the masjid in a fetal position, you know the fetus? That's what happens usually. That's the second phase. Now the third phase, they tell you, is actually ignorance, jahl. Why? Because the more you know that you don't know. Okay? So these are the three phases. I'm giving you a heads up already. This is what you're going to go through. So please be careful what you go through it. Now when it comes to that, now that you have knowledge, you have to pass it on. So Ibn al-Qayyim rahmatullahi alayhi, I'm going to stick with the three for now. He says if you want to teach, you have to go through three phases. What are they? He says ألف ثم عرف ثم كلف. ألف القلوب, reconcile the hearts, let people love you, at least don't hate you. Because no matter how much you have knowledge and you give them so much proof that this is the Quran and Sunnah and this authenticated and they don't like you, they will do the opposite of what you tell them. So at least have that beautiful smile, have the people like you as a person, and you know, and so on and so forth. And then he says, after alif, his arif, then raise awareness, educate. How do you expect people to know what's halal and what's haram, and what to do, what not to do, if they don't know? So the second phase, he says, after you let people like you, then raise awareness. And I'll come back to that inshallah. Number three, he said, then kallif, then obligate. But most of us, unfortunately, we do the other way around. First we tell them what's haram and what's forbidden, even though Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, يَأْمُرُونَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ وَيَنْهَوْنَ عَنِ الْمُنْكَرِ. First we enjoin good, then forbid evil. So if we don't raise awareness, don't educate them, and how do you expect that? Then let's go into how do you raise it now. So we understand that this is when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَادْعُوا إِلَى سَبِيلِ رَبِّكَ. What's number one? Invite all to the path of Allah. How, akhi and ukhti? What's the ayah say? I know you're hungry, and I apologize for eating, and you've been looking at me going, listen, what kind of, yani, please. Didn't you teach us that leaders eat last? Yes, Habib, but I have my daughter here as in my alibi. She's right there. And it's a long story. Sheikh Hussam left. She was supposed to have a car. He's now in the States. She's carless. I'm her, daddy. Who's really, literally. So I have to take her out of here. Anyway, so now that we got that out of the way, I'm glad that, because I know that you're going to be talking. So I'm just getting out of the way. It's just to make sure that now you can concentrate. Very good. So أدعو إلى سبيل ربك, what? What's number one? بالحكمة والموعظة الحسنة. Hikmah, wisdom. So what do you learn? Wisdom, ya Sheikh. You learn about تأخير البيان لحاج. Delaying something about it in the right time. So إن كان أمرك بالمعروف ونهيك عن المنكر يترتب عليه منكر أكبر منه فتركه أولى. So if you're going to enjoin good and forbid evil, something evil, bigger, greater evil is going to come out of that, leaving it is better. So I'm going to leave you now as how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala prepared Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam how to start this da'wah thing. First thing, the first phase is 6 months. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam received the ru'ya, and he would see it come true in the following day. So you're prepared. So you have to be prepared. You have to have this sincerity, and I want it. I really want to do it. And ask yourself why. Remember the 3 whys. Why am I doing this before I do it? Why am I want to do this? And when you're doing it, why am I doing it? After you do it, what happens? Why did I do it? So keep your ikhlas in check and check and check. Why? Because there are 3 types of people that will be lit by the hellfire. Ignite. And among them, those who seek knowledge to be called the alim. Those who memorize the Quran to be called the qari. So be very careful, my brothers and sisters. Wallahi, if you don't have the sincerity, Allah will take it away from you. So ilm hujjatan laka am alayk. I'm giving you a heads up right now. This is a plea for you, not against you. ليس من يعلم كمن لا يعلم. They're not the same. كبر مقتا عند الله أن تقولوا ما تفعلون. It is a grave in the sight of Allah that you say something and do something else. So please, walk the talk. And this is exactly what I'm going to teach you from this. The 6-step solution that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, exactly that. So this is the ru'ya that came to truth. The second one is what? First word in the Quran, what was what? What was the first word in the Quran? Well, know it. Iqra. What does that mean to you though, as tullab al-ilm? As seekers of knowledge. What does that mean, brothers and sisters? Iqra is what? Seek knowledge. فَاقِدُ الشَّيْءِ لَا يُعْطِيهِ. If you don't have it, you can't give it. So seek knowledge. The sincerity, seek knowledge. The number 3 is what? قُمْ اللَّيْلَ إِلَّا قَلِيلًا. These are the qums that we go through. Then you acquire the knowledge. Number 3 on your list is what? Walk the talk. You have to get up and pray at night. That's exactly what the ayah said. قُمْ اللَّيْلَ إِلَّا قَلِيلًا. I had iqra, I had the ru'ya, I had the intention. I got the knowledge. No, implement the knowledge. Then after you implement the knowledge, number 4 is what? قُمْ فَأَنذِرْ. قُمْ فَأَنذِرْ. Now you're ready. You had the sincerity, you had the ikhlas, and you had the patience, and you acquired knowledge, and then you implemented the walk the talk, and then now you're ready to go. قُمْ فَأَنذِرْ. Then now, number 5. What is it? Who do you talk about first? وَأَنذِرْ. Which one? Ashira, al-aqrabin. You have to talk about what? You first. يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا قُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ وَأَهْلِيكُمْ. That means you have to lead by example, then you look after your family first. Then once your family is a walking pulpit, is a product of who you are, then you can go ahead, your ashira. You go your bigger family and your community and so on. And number 5, and the last one is what? Number 6 is وَلِرَبِّكَ فَاصْبِرْ. And be patient unto thy Lord. Because this path, akhi and ukhti, if you think it's got rosy and you know what? No, habibi. This path is difficult. If you want to be among those who are actually the keys that open the gates of goodness and the keys that close the gates of evil, you have a target. You have a bullseye in your back. So one of my teachers says, if you want to go on this path, ضع رأسك على كفك. Put your head on that's it, you're slaughtered. And some of the ulama says, والله لو وصلت الليل بالنهار فأنت مشتوم لا محالة. If you pray during the day and the night and all that stuff, you will still be as a target. And the higher you go, what happens to you? People can see you more. You understand? So I want you to come down to earth now. As the tree bears fruit, what happens to the branches? Comes down to earth. And that's exactly what you should do. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you the knowledge, the sincerity. And the key for knowledge is what, my brothers and sisters? There's one word in the Quran, Surah Al-Baqarah, that's going to give you the key for knowledge. What is it? What's the word? Taqwa. Proof. وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهِ وَيُعَلِّمُكُمُ اللَّهِ. So may Allah make us among the muttaqeen. Ameen. Wa akhdawan. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wa sallam ala alihi wa sahbihi wa tayin. Jazakumullah khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.